Save it for the pod, y'all.
Did you see a mod shirt, Justin?
No, I didn't look at it.
Oh my gosh!
Whenever I look at mod, I just envision him without. A shirt.
Well, it's better than his shirt last week.
That's interesting.
What was his shirt last week?
Was it the facts and feelings?
Oh, facts not feelings.
Yeah.
Feelings not facts.
Yeah. Mr. Feelings talking about facts.
Is this mic working? I don't think it works. I haven't heard him yet.
He's saving it for the pod.
Save it for the pod.
Pod really doesn't start until 5 seconds, so I mean,
that's true.
There we are.
What's this shirt here? What does it say?
Okay.
Blow that up.
Bring him up.
Legit says save it for the pod, Shane. Oh my god. You got a cricket? You got a cricket over there?
Yeah.
Making your own shirts? I love it.
No, but
he bedazzles everything.
like I said, my shirt lady is waiting for the order. She's putting in an order this weekend, so it's whatever y'all trying.
I'm gonna give you some puff paints later. Make my own shirt.
Don't pretend like you don't bedazzle your stuff. Like,
gonna run to Hobby Lobby.
Let me go to Hobby Lobby real quick. Get some puff paint.
I can 100% see you bedazzling something, Justin.
That was the thing. That's for me growing up. If you really liked a girl, you would get a shirt with puff paint and put her name on it.
Oh,
and wear it.
I'm glad I missed that. I'm glad I missed that stage.
Nothing.
Did you get one on it?
Yeah.
Did you put my name
I still have it. I still have it.
Nice. I'm coming to you live from River's room here. This is what we're at.
The boy has his own Christmas tree?
Of course he does. You met my wife? Check this out, though. We got this.
Okay.
We got this the other day for last Christmas. This
that's
dope little
cool.
Star Wars set.
You've played with that more than he has. Yeah.
Oh, the battery's dead. See,
I've actually played with that when I came over to his house.
Yeah,
I mean, is there a Hobby Lobby behind you? What's going on in the boy's bedroom?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, my wife.
Yeah, what's going on with this thing?
Why is there no Star Wars? There's no Star Wars on that tree.
I mean, that doesn't look like a little boy's room. It looks like a shelf of Hobby Lobby.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No Star Wars in this tree. I see an R2D2 right there.
Doesn't count.
It's right there. It's right there.
I thought you said you had like a peanuts. Where's the peanuts?
Oh, right here. Yeah, look, little Charlie Brown.
You lied to me. You told me it was Peanuts Star Wars.
Jerk.
Well,
it's Justin. Of course, it was a lie.
You believe me? It's your fault. I'm gonna leave this R2 right here, though.
What's going on, guys? We are the Marauders, and we are live with you guys. Nothing.
What are we drinking over there?
Nothing's going on.
There's no pork, but we
Shiner Holiday Cheer.
Nice.
Cheers.
Moscow Mule.
If you haven't tried this and you're of legal age.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this.
It's sold out, bro.
Yeah, that seems like one of those things that you pick up and you go, that sounds like a good idea. And you go, nope, bad idea.
Definitely a Moscow Mule kind of night.
Okay, real quick. Everybody introduce yourselves, starting this way.
What's going on, y'all? This is the chosen one, Ace Kennedy, and I'm here for you. All things Star Wars.
Yo. It's your boy. That's me. Just your boy.
I don't know.
All right.
And I'm drinking. We got Moscow Mule. Go for it. Stay strong.
Yeah.
Did you say your name? I don't think you even said your name.
Pizza the Hut.
But by the end of the podcast, he's just going to be a mule.
Did he say Pizza the Hut?
Yeah.
I love that.
Of course, because you know what it's from.
Does he know what it's from?
I don't know if he knows what it's
from. Oh,
the Schwartz?
Only one man dare give me the raspberry.
He doesn't.
I'm the domesticated Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm Justin. If Obi-Wan never had to fight Anakin and he actually got to marry Sabine, this is what you'd look at right here.
No.
See, crying kid in the background and everything.
No. Obi-Wan's kid wouldn't cry, man. He'd be in the Jedi Temple.
Oh, he would cry.
He'd be in the Jedi Temple.
cry.
Obi-Wan wouldn't have to deal with him. He would get
Okay.
True.
he'd be getting raised by
Last
Yoda.
one. Last one. Down the corner. Last one.
Still undefeated. That's all you guys need to know.
Nice.
Jack
It
is
was
here.
close.
Still undefeated.
It was so flipping close to
I
you.
do
mean,
have a message from William to tell you that you almost lost to a rookie, and he
The
said
true-
that next time
The
he will
true
not
test,
lose.
the true test of a champion is when you're not on your A game and you still come out with the W.
Yeah. Do you know
Can we
about
go-
yellow
okay.
canister yet?
Okay.
Can we talk about how long it took to end that stupid game?
God,
Why it's got to be a stupid game though?
Because it wasn't a good
because Joey
game.
didn't win. Because Joey didn't win.
No.
Is Bonnie still scared? Like, come on, what's going on with Bonnie?
No, she's having technical issues. She was
Uh-huh.
actually on
I think
before.
I think she's
It's
still
what,
scared.
it's what we call technical
Scared.
times. Technical times.
Tech times.
All I'm hearing
Tech
are
time.
excuses. That's all I'm hearing.
And I'm Jared. I'm just playing Jared because I definitely lost last week. It was so close.
It was close.
Yeah, it was close. But I'm just tired. I don't
you-
want
if
to
you
change
look-
my name.
Right there. There's still the belt. Nobody's getting that. It
Here,
lives there.
I can fix that.
Man.
There we go.
That's all I missed.
Here we go.
I missed
The
the
champ
petty.
was
You can boot me all you
Missed
want.
the
I'm still undefeated. It's
Hey,
fine.
hey, let's talk
Justin-
about how your boy finally
Justin,
got you that
open your-
Mandalorian helmet.
Open your
back,
mouth, Justin. I'm going to pour
Yeah,
it in your mouth.
there's been a hole.
What if they really started coming down? People would lose their mind.
That would be awesome. Okay, let's get this thing moving on.
Hold on.
So-
Let me know.
Mando,
We're losing it, man. We
episode
gotta get
2.
it going.
Yeah, we're
Let's get it
going.
going.
We're going. We're real quick. We need to do our sponsor, Sonic. Sonic.
Yeah, you forgot
I raised
them
my
last
cup.
time. Way to go.
They don't want to sponsor this one.
Listen,
They probably not.
I just wanted to tell Sonic that I appreciate them so much for that garlic butter burger. It snaps. It snaps.
I tried the that new queso burger that they have now, and that was actually pretty good.
Dude,
Queso and grilled onions.
let me tell you guys. I'm going to get real with you real quick. So, most mornings, I would go and get that Sonic number 15 sausage with tater tots and a coffee. But then I discovered something different. I discovered the ultimate meat and cheese
Oh, that
breakfast
was
burrito
good. Yeah.
That's a
with
good one.
tater tots and a coffee. Oh, hey, life changing. I gained 15 pounds, dude, and I ain't even worried about it. It was great.
Is
Every
that the one
morning.
where they have the jalapenos in it too?
Yeah.
It's got this. I don't know, man. It's got some
Or it's got-
sauce on, like some. They call it a Baja sauce, and the cheese, bacon, sausage, egg. Oh, dude! Every morning slaps real hard. I love it.
Love it. That was
Love it.
the queso burger I had today was good, so I'm liking it. Okay, thank you, Sonic, for supporting
Thanks,
us and what we do. Love you guys. Okay, on to Mando, season 2, chapter 2.
Loved
What'd
it.
you guys think of it?
Loved
Was
it.
it a filler? Was it a filler?
It was a filler,
like
but I
feel
like
like
this
it's
one
filler?
much
Get out of
better
here with
than
that crap.
the
No,
first
it wasn't. Okay, they're all going to be fillers. Here, let's just start it off. Go ahead. Why is it a filler?
Dang, I didn't know you were that intrigued with my take of the episode.
Of course.
So much spice.
Of course, I
don't
love
think
you,
he
Ahmad.
was
I'm
because
always
he was
intrigued
saying
with
it's
you.
not a filler.
Okay, it was a filler.
It wasn't a filler.
Are you gonna let me get my take in?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
We're done with this take.
Don't
Next
let him
person.
We're done. Let's move on. Pizza the Hut. What's your take?
I give it 2 pizzas. It was awesome.
Chosen One, I love you. Come on, why is it a filler?
No, y'all go right ahead.
No, come on, Chosen One. Why is it a filler?
Go ahead.
We're done. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's the whole podcast. Shut it down. Shut it down. I want to talk with Ace about his opinion. So let's.
I think this episode was much better
Look
than
at that.
I think that
come
What
on
was
the
that?
podcast and say it.
Oh, Bonnie, come on.
Episode 1 for me was a complete filler outside of the first 10 minutes. I think for me, with episode 1, it gave us all the way until once they decided that they were going to go and fight the crate dragon. That's when it became a filler, because if the story goes, he needed the armor. Once he found out that there wasn't a Mandalorian and he gets the armor back, move on. So season 2, we actually had more story, but it still had some filler elements to it. All the way till we got to the ice planet. That's when it stopped being about the story, and then the rest of it was filler. So
I mean, now we're grading like this 3 minutes was story, this 12 minutes wasn't story. Like, look, to me, this feels like, this is what I love, really, really love about The Mandalorian, is to me it feels like we're watching a book. Like when I boot up an episode, you get whatever chapter it is, and to me it feels like I'm watching a chapter of a book. And I mean, I read a lot, okay, and I love the premise of like every single thing we've watched so far has developed the story slowly, and I love the flow of it. Like, you know, he has to find a Mandalorian. So episode 1, he goes out and he finds a Mandalorian, right? The guy he finds doesn't happen to be a Mandalorian, right? So that's a chapter. It is progressing the story. So he doesn't find it. We get the events of episode 1, right? Which were awesome. Like a cool set piece, just awesome. And then what do? Hold on, I'm trying to read this. Oh God, get on the podcast and say that. So we get into episode 2. Episode 2, you know, he finds somebody that's going to help him because they know where Mandalorians are, right? So we're progressing the story, and then it tells a story as it's progressing the overall arc. So to me, it feels like we're watching like a chapter of a book. Like some chapters are fast, some chapters are slow. Some chapters cram a ton of story. Some chapters have huge set pieces. To me, it feels like I'm watching a book, and that's why I'm so in love with this series right now. It doesn't feel like filler to me. It feels like they're advancing the story in a cool and creative way that we haven't seen in Star Wars.
So Shane, let me ask you a question about what you're saying, because you said that it advances the story.
It is advancing the story.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. My question to you is, how does the crate dragon advance the story of what the Mandalorian's doing? Hold on. And the second question is, how does the spiders make the story go forward?
Ahmad, we could get him to a bunch of Mandalorians in 5 minutes of one episode, and then we'd be bitching that there's nothing going on in the story. Like, it's advancing the story because he finds the armor. The armor is leading. I'm sorry, Pizza. Give me 1 minute. He finds Boba's armor. Boba's armor is going to lead to some story-related element later in the season. That wasn't
what I asked you.
That is what you asked. The crate dragon was how he got the armor. Did you watch the episode?
I did.
He got the armor from doing the crate dragon.
Okay,
so look, I'm sorry that he didn't just shoot him in the face and take the armor, so that we could already have the Mandalorians and he could already return Baby Yoda and we could be on to doing something else.
Never said that.
You're progressing a story. You're progressing a story. You don't do it all in one season.
Crate dragon didn't progress the story.
You don't do it in one episode. Yes, it did.
Right.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
You didn't.
It did.
Okay, here we go.
Go ahead, Pizza. Respond to this stupidity. I say stupidity.
So we're okay. Couple of thoughts. First thought is, we're talking like a filler is bad. I'm assuming in y'all's head, filler is bad.
No,
it's okay.
Anything that doesn't have a Jedi or doesn't show Ahsoka, or come on, like,
okay. Here's what it is. All of it's world building, right? You're being convinced that you're inside this world. It's like Alita Battle Angel, right? That is a very good world building movie. Like, you believe that you're in it. There's a lot of things you don't have to have if you just want to go straight through the story. This is also the same thing we deal with a lot of times when people that read books versus watch the movie. What do you hear every time somebody reads a book and then watches the movie? They're like, it's not as good as the book is better.
They
Why?
left so much stuff out.
Because they left out stuff. There's world building. There's things that create the atmosphere that make it. So again, if we wanted to just have the story just back like a movie, Mandalorian movie, they could do that. And I'm sure we'd get 2 hours, 3 hour movie. But instead, we're getting all the backstory. We're getting all this stuff. I personally enjoy the filler. I enjoy all that stuff. It makes me buy into everything more, right? This is part of the things I was talking about with Dinjarin. Like, it's easy for you guys to jump on, oh, his whole personality's fleshed out. And for a movie, yeah, it is. It's completely fleshed out. But for a book, for a series, it's not quite there yet. And we're getting there. We'll just let it keep progressing. So there's my pizza take.
I get why you say it's filler, but to me, this is exactly what this series needs to do. It's setting itself apart from anything we've seen in the Star Wars universe before. And it's every episode that we've only seen 2 episodes, but there's been more in these 2 episodes from just a story and like a set piece standpoint than we got in season 1. Like this season feels far more grand than anything we saw in season 1. And that's what I'm loving about it. To me, it's like every chapter is exciting, and it's like you can watch it and you don't have to have all the backstory yet. There's so many Easter eggs, and like, I mean, this to me, like I said, it feels like I'm watching a book, and this is like, I'm here for this. Like, this excites me for where we're going.
Okay, so here's what I mean, right? If for some reason
there she is.
Yeah,
there she is. Hey, Fonny, can you show us your belt real quick?
Oh, I don't have
it. Wait, you don't have one.
Oh, yeah, that's because I was getting cut open there, buddy.
Sorry, you don't have one. All right. Just wanted to check that. I dig that shirt.
Like Joey said.
Be jealous.
If I was reading a book, yeah, that would be fine. Here's the issue that I have. I'm nitpicking for one.
Yeah.
Like I said, I enjoyed episode 2 way better than I did 1.
I did too.
And the thing is that, right, when I say filler, because the fact we had things in season 1 where it ended and we have yet to address it. And so the thing is that when you're talking about story building and world building, the reason why I said that those don't further the story, because not once have we seen Moff Gideon.
We don't need to see him yet.
I let you get your whole thing out, bro. So the thing is that we have not seen once of Moff Gideon. One of the things that happens in like some of the movies is we go back and forth between the protagonist and the antagonist. And so the thing is that with the way we left off, it'd be different if this was season 1. This is season 2. So we should be learning a little bit more. So the thing is that within both of those episodes, there were things that didn't progress the story. Were they attractive to look at? Absolutely. Did they look great? And did they give some great Easter eggs? Perfectly. They did all of that. But for what I'm saying is, one of the main complaints about season 1 was that it was a bunch of filler stuff that you could move around that doesn't have anything going towards the plot. And so for me, the whole thing was for him to get the armor. And so the thing is that he could have got the armor in a different way. Again, it's their story. They can tell it the way they want to. I'm nitpicking. We're breaking down this episode. And so for me, like I said, season 2 did a better job of getting us to where we need to go. But at the same token, there were a lot of things that could have been cut out and we still would be enjoying the story.
I mean, I get it. I just want them to take their time. There is no rush with The Mandalorian. Like take all the time you need. We're going to get there in the end. I'm enjoying the journey.
That's my last thing. I promise I'll let somebody else talk. I was just going to offer what you said, Shane, about them getting there slowly. The problem I have is that because we only get 8 to 10 episodes, and so the thing is that what I don't want is once we leave this season that we're like, man, but they're still like. I understand that it's a slow burn because they already have seasons 3 and 4 already mapped up. And again, my ultimate grade is going to come at the end of this season when it's like, okay, now that I've seen everything as a complete journey, where did we come to? But again, we're breaking down each episode. I am nitpicking. I'm enjoying this ride. And in my opinion, episode 2 has greater rewatch value than the first one. That's just me.
And I agree. We could get some cutaways. Like, I mean, I agree. They could easily show us what's going on with Gideon. Like they could easily show some other stuff, but they've always been pretty focused on one thing at a time. And I'm just curious. Like these have been 2 really long episodes, and what I'm hoping is as we progress the story, the episodes don't get shorter. Like. These felt really well time-wise and everything, and that my fear is like
so boring to watch.
No.
I disagree with that.
No way. No way they were boring. No way.
They were so boring. I watched them today and was like,
I'm sorry, Bonnie. I love you.
I've got
You're
to really
wrong.
force myself to watch.
This is not the good take.
I was so mad.
It's not
Bonnie.
funny.
I'm losing
sorry.
hope in you.
Are you sure you were watching The
I feel like
Mandalorian?
right now,
You
Bonnie,
bring
I feel
us
like right
Baby
now that you're
Yoda.
Padme.
I understand you're not going to have a Baby Yoda this season, but by God, I wanted something to a good wow factor, and there's not been one.
Bonnie,
like,
right
what
now.
the hell are
right
you
now,
doing, Disney?
Sorry,
was a
the
great
Dragon
dragon.
is not cool,
You-
apparently.
In my brain
No.
right now, Bonnie, you're Padme dying because you're sad. And that's not fair.
Did you?
I am.
they
I'm
just-
dying of a broken heart right now.
Look, they just made 3 crappy movies for you guys. They're finally making something for us. So let us be happy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go back
Bonnie,
and
just-
watch
boot
your
up episode
crappy
8.
3.
Go watch
back and
Last Jedi.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'm like, I don't.
See, what?
The problem is you watch certain shows that aren't Star Wars, and they kind of set the bar.
What
Well,
show?
let's
What
look-
show is
okay,
setting the
hold
bar
on,
for
hold
you?
on.
Game
Let's
of
talk about-
Thrones. I mean,
Okay.
The last season of
let's-
Game of Thrones.
Let's look.
no,
let's,
not
let's,
the last one.
but like this is a
The
common
second
thing.
season was awesome.
This is a common thing where you don't hit at something. They did this in Game of Thrones all the time. How long did it take us to freaking find out what happened to Jon Snow? Like almost a whole freaking season.
No,
so
that's
don't say
true. I do
yes.
agree with that, but my interest was like peaked as soon as the episode started. Whereas with this, I was like, in the first episode, the first act, I liked it. I was very impressed with it. I liked the fight scene that they had, but then once they went off on that, he needs the armor thing, and I just
Ace Junior.
See, but now listen.
I don't know.
That-
I lost interest.
Okay, but this is something we've been complaining about. A lot of us, and if this isn't your category, that's fine. But a lot of Star Wars fans have been complaining. Make it connect with so many other things, and so what Jon Favreau did is he brought in a Krayt Dragon, and just so you know, like the deal with the Krayt Dragon, like Revan, all these Jedis, they used to go after these things. Like it was a big deal because of the pearl inside of the dragon. So for us who knew all the backstory, when we see the Krayt Dragon, it blows our mind. And I literally said when I saw the Krayt Dragon, I said, if there's a Krayt pearl in that, I'm going to lose my mind. I saw that one scene, and that was it. That's all I needed, and I liked it, no matter how crappy it could have been. So all I'm saying is we've been asking for this stuff. They're doing it, so I'm happy. And if it doesn't apply to you, that's fine, but it does apply to some people that have been asking for that.
Was the first episode a little fan servicey? Absolutely. Did we want it? Absolutely. When you see Anakin's pod racer engine that he's riding on, when you see all of these like little Easter eggs,
yeah,
dude,
the Easter eggs were
out.
cool.
I'm going so stupid watching this thing.
But I was not, and that was another part of it too. Which I call them the Sand People. I guess they're the Tusken Raiders or whatever. I was like, why in the hell are we actually like teaming up with these people? They're bad guys.
I love
Oh
that.
my god!
I
Look,
love
this right here, this right here
of
is
the
why
Jedi.
the Star Wars fan base. Come on, like they cannot make anything more for a fan than this series we're getting right here. And I mean, look, we got
So
people who are
true.
like, it was a little slow, and I think that we needed a little bit more. Come on,
You
this
guys
is
are-
the
never
best
going to
Star
cheer
Wars
for those
stuff we have
people,
gotten
ever.
in years.
Not
And
even
we
if they're the
still find
fire.
a way to bitch about it and not be happy.
And look, and that was the thing
Not.
with the original Star Wars, though.
God.
That was the thing with the original Star Wars is it teleported you to a new place. You learned about things there. These robots, they didn't have to have all
still
these.
bitch about that.
Why do they have all these robots in here? Like I don't have to know about the robots. I don't.
Yeah.
But like,
I
it
don't need
adds
stupid
to it.
R2D2. Come on.
Yeah. There's a lot.
What's a Jedi?
Look, guys. This is everything that I have wanted in Star Wars. Like, it's not a 2-hour movie. Like, we're getting so much cool stuff in this, and we want to nitpick that they're not advancing the story fast enough. Now, Ace said he's nitpicking. Like, I get it, but
He liked
come
it,
on,
yeah.
like this is some of the coolest stuff we have ever seen in the Star Wars universe, and it's from people.
We're seeing some.
Whoa, Shane! You forgot we got the Last Jedi, dude.
Oh,
You had to say those words. Like my heart hurts
to
now.
compare it to that. I forgot to start. I forgot
Okay.
that from now on we always have to compare things to The Last Jedi. I forgot that.
Real quick.
Okay, can somebody look up the actual ratings for the first episode?
What made $1 billion?
I don't think
What
Disney
made $1
put this
billion?
out.
I want to
It's
know
not
what
about
made
$1 billion. I want to know how many people actually have watched it.
I don't know.
Me
it's not
personally, the
successful.
people that I have talked to, because
who?
it took me a minute to actually
Ace doesn't
watch
count.
Would you be quiet?
Ace doesn't count.
Shut up. It took
You
me
gotta
a
give us
minute.
a list.
I'm about to hurt you. But most of the people I've talked to have not been impressed with this season.
Ace doesn't count.
Which I know it's only been 2, but
it's see that's even if half of them were satisfied.
Hold on,
50%.
hold on, just a second. Bonnie, you need to go ahead and give us your full synopsis of the last 2 episodes, just because
okay, well,
everybody's got to talk about it. I want you to talk about what you think about the episode.
I mean, you got the synopsis of the first episode.
Wait, hold on. On October 30th, the season 2 premiere of The Mandalorian drew 1.04 million households, according to Samba TV data provider Observer. That marks an increase of 73% compared to the show's season 1 premiere on November 12th, 2019.
That's because people wanted to see what was going to happen.
No,
73%
increase.
No. Hold on, Shane. The logic you're using, the same logic that Ahmad uses with the new trilogy. The reason people saw the new trilogy was because Star Wars was awesome, and then they got the new trilogy. Now they know, so they don't want to see it. That's the whole thing.
Season 2.
Don't misinterpret what I'm saying, because that's not what I said at all.
By the way, Rotten Tomatoes has episode 10, chapter 10, The Passenger. It's at 78% on the the tomato scale.
Count on the episode 8 lovers to be.
What was episode 1 on Rotten Tomatoes?
It is.
I'm not a fan. What is the critics?
Versus fans. The Marshall is 95%.
Okay.
That's just because it had Timothy Oliphant.
And the reason episode 2 is so low is because
I thought they could have done better with him. I love him.
People are losing their mind over Baby Yoda.
What do you want different from Timothy Oliphant? He literally is playing his character that he was the exact same character that he plays on 2 different shows.
No, I have to say that I liked him on Santa Clarita's Diet better.
Okay, so you haven't seen Deadwood and you haven't seen Justified.
Justified is.
That's the character he's playing.
Yeah.
And he's and even the guy that's playing with him at the bar is from Deadwood with him.
Is a cowboy space character.
It felt like a cowboy
character.
Show. That felt like a cowboy show.
Yeah, it did. And maybe that's why, because I don't like Westerns that much at all, which I know that Mandalorian is supposed to be a space Western type deal.
It's a space Western.
Star Wars is a space
Western.
Not really. No, it's
absolutely it is.
That's more sci-fi than it is Western.
Do you even Star Wars?
Hey, Bonnie, have you ever seen Firefly?
No, I've been told to watch it, but I've never watched it.
So Firefly is a space Western, right? And it is rated one of the highest sci-fi shows. It's phenomenal. It's great. So that's why I'd wondered, because it
Ahmad
is.
Would hate it. Ace would hate it if he watched it.
It's one of my favorites.
He'd be like, "This is all filler."
Okay.
I do feel my opinion of the first episode was I liked the first act. The second act, I was just kind of meh. I don't understand why we're doing what we're doing, but whatever. And the reason I was so upset, I think, is because, once again, last season, what do we get as soon as it starts? The child. Of course, it's oh my gosh, this is huge. I wasn't expecting something that huge, but I don't know. I guess I just don't have the same excitement that you guys do on that dragon thing.
We got a great dragon. It literally doesn't get bigger than a great
Boba Fett
dragon.
No,
guys, we got Boba Fett. What are you talking about?
Did you want them to find a twin for Baby Yoda? Did you want them to find another pod with another Baby Yoda in it?
And that's another thing. It's okay, how the heck?
She wanted Yaddle to show up.
She wanted Yaddle.
Right? Exactly.
She wanted. Let's be honest. We know what Bonnie wants. Bonnie wants Padme. Come on.
So Bonnie, what did you think? So what was your thoughts about Yoda eating the eggs?
Yeah.
Okay, so
because people were very vocal about this.
I loved episode 2, but I think a lot of that is because it had more of Baby Yoda in it, and he is just
which is great. Love it. That's the best thing you said all night.
I do. I love him. He's great. at first I was like, because I was texting Ahmad as I was watching the episodes, and I was like, dang, Baby Yoda has something,
Don't
with
ever do that.
eggs.
That's a bad thing.
Don't do that. And he was like, and so he had something that made me think, oh, that's interesting. But saying that he's not necessarily eating the eggs, he's trying to protect them or something like that. And I was like, oh, that makes sense.
I watched it with my wife, who is not a Star Wars person, and her thought was, she goes, do you think he's protecting the eggs because like something bad's going to happen? And I honestly, I was like, that's a really interesting thought, and we don't know. Like maybe we see something happen to the vat in the next episode, and so maybe he's eating the egg. Because the only reason I find that really viable is he walks up and he uses the Force, and I don't know if he's communicating or what. Like we don't really know what that interaction was, because and when we see it, he puts his hand on and he uses the Force, and we see the eggs draw to him. So I'm really interested, because that's what my wife said, and I didn't think about it. Like I'll be honest with you. She's like, "Do you think he's eating them to protect them?" And I'm like, it looks to me like he's eating them to eat them. But
that's what I thought until Ahmad said, the different thing, and I was like, oh.
Well, the thing is that if you look at it though, he swallowed those whole. But when he got to the spider, he chewed it up. So that's what was interesting, and it's like, it just seemed. I love the take of that he could be protecting them because they drew to him. And the other thing, for the people who think he's committing genocide, those were unfertilized eggs. Just like
okay, hold on.
Yeah, it's like picking up and bringing off,
literally eating a fish egg.
And an egg, fertilized or not fertilized, it still can be eaten.
Listen, either way, look, I have to admit, I saw these people on Twitter getting upset and like having actual cases about this. And I'm just like, this is retarded. This is a freaking TV show. Get over it, okay? Yeah, it's some dark humor, and we can laugh about, like, okay, look, if what's happening is like you guys said, cool, great. If it's not, and he just ate the eggs because he was hungry, and it was a good little humor spot. Yeah. Great, fine. Don't get so bent out. People are getting so bent out of shape. They're like, I just can't let my kids watch this because of genocide. And I'm just
that's so stupid.
What's going on, Jennifer?
Anymore. I don't have social media, so I didn't know that all this stuff was like.
Yeah, they lost their mind.
Do people really think that our Lord and Savior David Filoni is going to commit genocide on TV?
Even if he does, I don't care.
We gotta have something to complain about. Is the problem?
Somebody's gotta have something to gripe about.
Baby Yoda.
That's how it is nowadays.
Baby Yoda's free to eat all the eggs he needs to.
But it is interesting though, because we see now, because they have the toy with Baby Yoda and that basket of eggs.
Yeah, the Funko Pop. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's very interesting.
That is, because the fact it would take the time to make that Funko Pop if it was just here and gone.
There's something with that scene. Yeah. We're gonna see more.
So and if that's the case, maybe this is more of a less filler episode than we thought. Because we don't know.
How cool was it when he walks in the little field of like? How alien was that? Like my first thought was, holy crap, that's aliens. And then it opens up. And and then he reaches in and starts eating the spider, and you're like,
when he takes off running,
dude.
I was like, run!
That's
run!
Oh my God,
run!
No. My favorite is when Mando's like, no.
Yes.
No.
Like when she's in the spring and all the eggs are in there, and you see Baby Yoda walk up, and he just like looks over and he's like, no.
Joey knows this. We both have kids in that toddler range right now.
Yeah.
Like with a 3-year-old, I feel that.
It is classic.
I say it to my son all the time. Like, nope.
And the very end, they're
looking at you. They're going,
yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yo, when them spiders started taking over the razor crest, bro, that whole horror scene. And then
that was pretty good.
That was really good.
One of the best parts though is when we thought they was about to fly off, and then the big one fell down on it.
Yeah.
And look,
dude. Okay, so a lot of people didn't catch this either. This was something I found on Twitter later, but the guy that has the in one of the X-wings has the wolf symbol on his helmet.
Filoni.
That was Dave Filoni.
That's why.
I just meant I was trying to tell people but the wolf symbol, that was like a big thing. I know
that's our Lord and Savior.
That's our Lord and Savior.
So I have a question for everybody. Were these spiders the same things that we saw when we got to see Bendu? You know, where on Rebels.
No, well, it's not. No, it is the same spiders from Rebels, but it's not the same species. It's not like, because these ones are from
it's
the
not
snow.
the ones that Kanan was trying to.
The drawing of them is okay. Ahmad, tell me why I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying it's from Ralph McCoy's original drawings, the white spiders. That's what it's from.
Yeah, so are the ones.
I know, and so are the ones from Rebels. That's what I'm saying. They're modeled the exact same. Yes.
He asked, "Was it the ones from Rebels?" And it wasn't.
No, he said.
From Ralph
See,
McCoy.
here goes Mr. Specific now, knowing that I did not mean it was the exact same ones in that same spot. That was the exact same spider that saw Ezra. I know it.
I'm getting a shirt that says Mr. Specific, and it's going to be Ahmad's face underneath it. Mr. Specific, and it's an ace kid.
When are we doing our t-shirts? Like,
it's just funny for somebody who always talks about things going over his head. When you're like not speaking very specific, it goes over his head pretty easy.
Give an example, sir.
Right there with the spiders.
Right here.
I obviously didn't mean the actual spiders, and it went right over your head.
Wait! I got one.
Justin, did you think I meant the actual spiders? No, because you're not an idiot.
So
here I got one. Episode 2 was a filler.
So it says Dave Filoni eventually made the Karnaka canon in his animated series Star Wars Rebels when the crew encountered them on the planet Attilan. So they did encounter these.
Is that the planet they were on, the snowy planet?
No, it doesn't look snowy.
It's I think it's actually the one that.
Jared, how do I show my screen?
Oh, I do have one thing to say about this episode.
Share
too.
screen.
Do it.
So the droid, that comes to life, and she's like talking through him or whatever.
Oh, with a little bit of oil.
Zero.
Yeah. What's his name?
Zero.
Okay, so the guy that voices him is probably one of my most favorite actors. He's off of the IT Crowd. It's a BBC TV show.
Is it
Moss?
I've watched. Yeah. Oh no way.
Yes, that's Moss's voice.
Okay, that's.
I was
cool.
like, this is awesome.
I love that, dude. Moss was my favorite character. On the show.
Did they get him to come? Did he come back and do the voice again for the second scene?
I mean,
the only reason I thought that is I thought I heard somebody say specifically that they didn't get him back for this season, but I don't know that for sure. Who cares, right?
That's from spiders. That's from Rebels.
Here's the spiders.
Yeah, I know.
Sure does look like the same spider species.
And that this is the original. This is the original artwork,
and that's.
Yeah, wow.
That's where it originated.
Did you? I mean, you guys saw the drawing at the end of the episode, right? That it did. It was almost like a comic booky type picture at the end.
I think I saw that.
And like the little eyes on the, which I thought was really cool.
I like. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see? You know, the dude who directed this was from Ant-Man. Did you see how they snuck that?
They snuck the ant in. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yes.
Now, have we ever gotten a definitive? Has anyone said definitively what species they were?
Spider.
No, ants. They wouldn't be spiders.
Spiders are.
No, that is a specific species. I can't remember.
There's an interesting.
I just said it pulled up.
Okay, there's an interesting theory that says that they were a species from I forget the name of the book in the old EU where they were actually an enemy, and I think it was called like the Hive or the Hive Mind or something. It was really cool. I read it and I was like, I read those books when I was younger. So that would be cool if it is that species. I just don't know if it was that or if it was an Ant-Man plan.
About to nerd out with EU stuff.
Here we go. Stuff that doesn't matter. It's not canon.
I didn't nerd out. I literally just said I'm curious what species they were.
Give us an hour and a half long something about whatever, because that'd be great right now.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so the lady that likes to watch Baby Yoda, do you think we'll see her again, or is that probably it for this season?
The curly hair lady?
Well, maybe for this season, but we'll see.
No, I know we'll see her again, but for the season,
it depends on if he goes back to Tatooine. If he goes back to Tatooine, I think we see something. With her.
I don't think we're going to go back to Tatooine.
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't think we are either.
Well, I think
I'm wondering if there's got to be some kind of connection.
Huh?
Yeah.
There was a reason they showed us Boba Fett, so I think that some kind of way that they'll go back. But
I think Boba is following him, though. I don't think that we're going back to find Boba Fett.
What if Boba is actually in an outfit that is just this frog person?
Ooh, the lizard lady.
To see him dressed up.
There were two
got
theories about that character that Amy Sedaris was playing. They were saying that one, she was the actual villain because she was the one that knew where Mando was in order for those people to jump him trying to get Baby Yoda. And the other is that maybe those henchmen work for Boba Fett.
I could see that.
I think maybe it could work for her, man. I mean, I know, like, maybe she understands what he has. She talked about
she's
feeling safe there and never leaving the walls, you know?
See, and I think that's why I'm a little upset is because we're not getting any further story, I guess, so far, which I know it's only 2 episodes.
Been 2 episodes, you guys.
Oh my God. Why aren't we done with the whole... Why hasn't he returned the baby yet? Why hasn't he returned the baby yet?
That we're only getting like 4 episodes.
I wish it was already over.
And then they're going to have these other stories.
So, 2 episodes in, I wish it was over.
So technically only half.
Why haven't we seen Yoda's planet yet? Why haven't we seen Yoda's planet yet? Why haven't we seen Yoda's planet yet? That's what I want to know.
Y'all need to chill on that.
We need to see. We should have seen Yoda's planet by now. We should know Baby Yoda's name.
No, I would like to have some more story about that.
Okay.
That's what we're getting.
Advancing the story stuff that you're talking about.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
We just skip to the end of books.
So,
yes,
everybody's favorite part from chapter 2. Starting with Justin.
Bonnie doesn't have one.
Justin.
Oh, my favorite part. My favorite part from chapter 2. Oh man, this is so hard. Chapter 2. Oh, okay. I know.
One or two.
No, it was
Don't be a smart
the whole
ass.
scene. I'm not. One of my favorite parts was whenever the Razor Crest is falling, like he's evading the X-wings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I loved that scene so much. I love that entire battle. That's like what I wanted. I really, really, really wanted to see like a little air battle, and that's what I got, and I loved it.
So like when he flew down and dropped down, and he flipped flipped around, and is going backwards.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys
from the very beginning when they were like right next to him, and you see the X-wings, like they switch over the other comm, you see the X-wings come out. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. It's about to go down.
Did you guys like think, oh my goodness, they're making the good guys kind of look like the bad guys in this scenario? You know, because those are the good guys. I did too. I did like that whole take that they did. I was like, this is
because you don't. I mean, how many stories do you hear? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I would say, like, how many stories do you hear from this perspective where you're actually you're front for the bad guy, kind of,
right?
You know, I loved it.
We already know that group of people and what they do. You know, the rebels and the Jedi and all that stuff. They're good, but from this perspective, I mean, I do like that because I don't know.
You're kind of screaming whenever you're on your couch, like, no, he's a good guy. No, you guys are good together.
Exactly. So I did like that take on it too. So I like that you like that part. So that was cool.
My favorite scene from episode 10 would be, first of all, I watched this episode 3 times. I watched it one time with Charlie, and I just loved how fascinated she was with the baby the entire time. So because of her reactions, I think my favorite part was the scene where they tried to hijack Baby Yoda. I love the fight scene with the choreography within it. I love the fact when old dude thought he got away with the backpack that he just started playing around with him until he dropped out of the sky. And it was the look that Baby Yoda gave him, like, really, dude, that's what you wanted to do to him? Like, really? And he just looked at him like, what? I mean, that the communication that they had, the nonverbal communication, I thought was dope. And just the horror element of the whole thing. But my favorite scene has to be that fight scene.
That was a good one. Yeah, I agree with that.
I like it.
Who's next?
Pizza.
Go pizza.
Yeah, I was trying to think what my favorite was, and I think maybe once Ahmad was talking about it, it was probably, I don't know, it probably was the spiders going into the ship and stuff. I forgot how awesome that was until Ahmad was kind of talking about that whole scene. But yeah, that's probably it.
It was creepy.
Overall, I loved. Yeah, very creepy.
I tell you what, man. When he was shooting that flamethrower, and like, you know, like, you have to understand, like, while those spiders are coming in, he's having to make decisions like, I'm going to decimate some of my ship so I can keep us safe. Like, I'm going to have to just keep, like, we're not going to be able to go. When we go into space, we can't go back out of this hatch.
I love that we've gotten the flamethrower in every episode. Yeah. So let's see if that keeps up.
It was cool to see the different elements from his helmet too, because like when they showed him walking in, he was following the footprints using infrared and stuff like that. It's really cool that they're showing us all the stuff that he's got.
I was disappointed that he didn't put his backpack back on though.
Yeah, he hasn't, has he?
No.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about that. He hasn't.
I mean, no, because it landed, so it didn't fall. So there would
just picked it up.
There'd be no logical reason that he's not wearing it.
He had both of them hooked on that thing.
Yeah, he was carrying it.
He had Boba's and he never put it back on.
Have we ever seen him fly the ship with the backpack on? Like maybe it's he doesn't fit in the seat thing?
No, I don't think so. Well, we haven't.
What do you guys think about? I know this is kind of like a little off subject. What do you think about the new Black Series helmet that's coming out?
I haven't seen it.
God, it looks so sick.
Really good.
It looks sick. Yeah. Basically, it's the Boba Fett helmet, but it's Mando.
Yeah. So if you flip it up inside, like they showed the inside, I was like, oh, that's the same helmet. All they're doing is repurposing. It's like, okay,
good job. They had a bunch of the white ones left over. They just threw a chrome paint job on them. They put a different. What's that?
Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Like a markup price too.
It's $129.
Oh, $129.
Or is it $129?
But did they make $1 billion off of it? That's the question.
Pre-sale.
But dude, no, and they did that. And then what's the white helmets do? $99 right now.
$99.
Get one for $99. Yeah,
$99. That's what I paid.
They'll give you a free Boba Fett helmet. You get one free Boba Fett helmet, original paint, when you buy a white one. If you buy Din Djarin at $200.
That's not true. That's not true. They're not giving
buy the cheap white one and paint them.
That's all I'm gonna do. I'll just paint Shane's. Hey, can I borrow that helmet again?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Here's my screen.
I'm waiting for Justin to.
Shane, it does not say a species.
Okay.
It just says male member of insectoid alien species. Is that it?
It doesn't tie in. I mean, it was a reach. I figured it was just
Dr. Mandible. I wonder if he's a dentist. What Ahmad, you were rudely interrupted?
I have no idea, but
you were waiting on me to do something. I forgot.
Okay, I'm going to say my favorite part.
3D helmet that Justin is making me. I'm still waiting on that.
I'm still waiting on my Revan mask too. So.
Hey guys, I had some things happen. The firmware crashed, and I'm trying to reset it. So we're a little at a standstill. So
how long can you use that excuse?
It's literally been a year.
Season 3 of Mando.
I have not went up there and tried to restart anything.
So what do y'all think of? What's y'all's predictions for the next episode?
I think we're going to finally get her to obviously her husband, and I think that's when something's going to happen to her backpack.
Sorry, go ahead, Justin.
I think that we see them get captured. They're in space with a broken ship. It's just prime. It's prime territory for them to be captured by something. And I think that we see the return of what was the brother and the sister. I know that some of them died, but the ones that they were helping out of that prison. The Twi'leks, yeah, but I can't remember the names. I think we see one of them make a return. I honestly do. I think that you're going to see them capture them.
I think we are going to crash on this next planet, and she's going to die, and they're going to have to take the eggs. And find
he's gonna start a daycare.
He's just saving little babies.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought with this episode when they were like, you have to take the spawns to whatever. I was like, he's like a daycare now.
This kid's driving school buses, man. That's all he's doing.
I think we see Sabine at the end of this next episode.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they show her in the middle, but I think by the end of it we see her.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
See that?
That's kind of what I'm thinking too.
Did y'all notice that they never did even say the species of Frog Lady? Like that was her name, Frog Lady.
Frog Lady.
Isn't that weird for Star Wars to be so literal?
Getting lazy.
So I think we're gonna get those shots from the trailer where we saw Sasha. What's her name?
Sasha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, exactly. Borat. You like my space. You like my spaceship. No, but I think we're gonna have that scene with her, and they're on that ship, and I think it's the home world of the Mon Calamari. I think is where we're gonna end up, and we're gonna see her.
So good. I hope so.
And I'm hoping it's Sabine. I did notice that. So online, people were talking about when they would blow up that picture of Sasha's face, who we don't know exactly who it is. We're all thinking it's Sabine. When they blew it up, there was some distortion around around her face, and so they're saying that they could have maybe she has that Sabine's helmet on, and they maybe took it off for the trailer because they'll do that digitally a lot of times with stuff. So they didn't give anything away. That's possible, and maybe that scene looks different in The Mandalorian. I don't know, but
Guys,
people are talking about it on Reddit.
if we see Sabine, if we see Ahsoka, it doesn't matter who we see. Gotta stop calling these episodes filler episodes.
Oh, it'll still be filler.
Gotta stop, man.
If they haven't found the planet, return the baby. It's filler.
If this is the same scenario, you guys, both of you in the middle, go ahead and start like a different podcast. Y'all talk about Game of Thrones or whatever. I don't care.
Well, speaking of new podcasts,
That is true.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh, I was going to go ahead and.
Oh, go for it then. Nail him with it.
well, you guys know that when we're doing these podcasts that we sometimes drift off and go into different things. So we are listening to the fans and listening to each other, and we are going to evolve the Marauders podcast. It's no longer going to be exclusively to Star Wars. We are going to completely nerd out, talk about Marvel, DC. We'll talk about Frogger. We'll talk about anything.
Rogue.
We're even going to talk.
Look how angry she looks.
Because we definitely,
I got this
peanuts.
the other day.
I'll take some
We're gonna talk
peanuts.
we definitely all want to talk about the Halo series. We want to talk
Oh,
about Xbox, PlayStation. We want to talk about the boys. We want to talk about.
Hey,
you know,
speaking
We're
PlayStation.
totally nerd culture is what
Yes.
we're calling this.
so we are expanding. We are expanding.
So let's
Maybe
finish
even
this out real quick.
Sally? No.
We talked about where we think we're going. There was
Can I-
one more thing with
Can I give my review on the box? It's super heavy. It's white.
You bought the wrong console.
it's,
I have
it's
the other
super
one, too.
heavy and white.
It's super heavy and white.
Show us the other one.
The Xbox is on the shelf, so I can't. But it's
I don't believe it. He's
it's-
lying to you.
It's
You don't
black.
have it.
It's a little bit lighter.
Whatever.
Prove
I don't
it.
believe you.
There you
Prove
go.
it. Prove it.
Hold on.
They're not lighter.
Prove it. Finally, we got him off this podcast. Okay.
Did you guys enjoy the Squadrons game? Because I haven't heard much about that since, I don't know, the last time I was on.
It's a good game. It's what depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a multiplayer game, it is a multiplayer game. It is not a single player game.
We are not licensed for you to show that.
Oh, no, we're going to talk everything Mickey Mouse right here, right?
Everything Mickey
no.
Mouse.
We're going to be talking about the Snyder Cut and everything.
wait till this
Oh, yeah. the
an all
Snyder
Disney
Cut.
podcast. This is going to be
All,
great.
all
It's gonna be
Disney.
great.
What is wrong with you?
Okay, here it is. Here it is.
Oh, there it is. Somebody play the Halo music in the background, though, while we're showing it.
Oh.
We can't
Oh.
hear him.
Hey,
Good.
did you see? Okay, did you see the thing on Twitter where
We can't hear you now.
You can't hear me?
Not
No, not
Oh.
you.
Undefeated. Yeah, go for it.
Did you see
What
the
were you
thing
saying?
on? Did you see the thing? Can't hear him. Did you see the thing on Twitter? Whenever people were like trying to make it look like the Xboxes were like smoking, but people were just blowing vape smoke and then taking pictures out of the vents.
Xbox actually came out and said, just so you guys know, we don't know why we have to say this, but do not blow your smoke into the Xbox.
That's totally a Shane thing.
They
Shane,
actually said
we can't
that.
hear you, Shane. We cannot hear you.
It's
You are
actually a
talking.
good thing.
I know
that
we
you
don't mind
can't
it. We
speak.
just can't talk.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There you are.
Can
All right.
now?
Yeah. So anyway, it's a little bit smaller. So
Have
it's
you
cool though.
played either one of the
That's what she said.
consoles? That's the question.
I've played the Xbox. I have not. I wasn't able to get the PS5 hooked up. I had some family
It's
stuff
gonna
to
be.
do.
Here's the thing with Shane. He'll buy something, then 6 days later he'll plug it in and try to play.
No,
it.
the
He did it with
Xbox
the
is-
Oculus.
The Xbox is already set up. I'm not even responding to that stupidity. The Xbox is already set up
Okay.
and running. The PlayStation.
How long? Whoa! How long did you leave the stupid Revan sword in its case before you opened it?
4 days.
Exactly.
4 days.
How
Thank
long?
you.
How long have you had all your other toys behind you in their cases?
I don't take.
Thank
those
you.
things out.
Thank you.
No, you
Thank
don't.
you.
Like you don't
Thank
buy
you.
these. You don't buy
Facts
these things.
over feelings.
You
Facts
don't
over
buy
feelings.
him to
Thank
play
you.
with them. You
Right.
buy him to look at.
Right. Exactly. Thank you, Bonnie.
Go
What's
ahead,
your-
Ahmad. Do-
what's your
Ahmad,
oldest-
Do the thing, Ahmad.
What's your oldest one, Shane? Like it's in a package.
Can't force it.
That would be figures from episode 1. And then I have
It's
some
still in the
old,
package.
I
That's
have
the
some
oldest
I have
one?
some older Tomb Raider stuff from before then. But you know
Wait
what
a
I was
minute. Original Tomb Raider, like back in the early 2000s.
so,
Tomb Raider
yeah, so like
The
yeah.
one, yeah,
Yeah,
Well, I mean, they made some pointy boot figures, but they also like as we got farther into that series, there was a line
the
of,
pyramid boob.
yeah.
She can
There
cut
was-
That
freaking
game
glass
was
with
the
them suckers,
best
dude.
Tomb Raider game, though. Like,
What's that?
it's-
We
I
are
think
branching
that's-
out, but we are not changing the rating. Just so you know.
Oh,
I mean,
Dude, when I was
It's
little,
pointy
when I was
boobs.
younger, I
Ace
remember
is googling pointy boobs right now.
I remember
so.
trying to get my camera to go inside so I could see, but it never worked.
How-
On that note,
right. Anyway,
I think we'll close this thing
I
out.
was looking for those
Probably
pyramids.
best. It's probably best.
I'm looking for those pyramids.
they call me Pharaoh. Look at them pyramids.
We love you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, I'll wait.
No,
What?
no,
Wait.
did you-
Well, go ahead.
No, I was
Yeah.
gonna wait till we end because I want to talk about this other game.
what
We
game?
got 5 minutes.
what game? Yeah, go for it.
Come on.
I'm not, so I've been going down a rabbit hole of that Among Us game.
Oh, you played.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
I didn't go to bed till 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh
So
my
you know they're
god.
Playing
they're gonna
Among
add,
Us.
they're adding profiles and they're gonna add a friends list. So don't quit playing that game until they do that. So we can add you as a friend. I can play. I can play at night.
Yeah, because
So that we can, so you
It's
can start
awesome.
playing it, and then everybody just stop.
hey, no,
That's
I love that game
nice.
because
You-
so far every time I'm the imposter, I at least get through the first round.
I never.
Without being
I
caught.
don't win with that one. I don't. I
Really?
cannot. I've not won with the imposter at all.
Oh,
ever.
I'm so I've even won a couple. Like
I haven't.
they never picked me, and I was like, you guys are dumb.
And-
but hey, it's
Okay,
whatever.
Jared, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the RPG. I'm gonna start playing again
Yes.
tonight. It's not.
No,
Hey, I've
no,
been busy.
no. It's too late.
3
I've
days,
decided.
dude.
I'm
You're not
done.
done with
I'm
that.
done.
You're not.
I'm done.
With that.
I don't understand the RPG thing. So
No,
somebody
it's a
will
me
have
and
to-
Jared thing, and I felt like I let him down. I didn't mean to stop playing. I just got busy. I
Jared
couldn't.
Jared got up to like level 15. I'm
He's.
still level
I know.
1. Like I'm
You
like,
don't
what's
even
going on
Crying
here?
right now.
Yeah.
Jared, I'm gonna
There
get
is
back
a
on
Star
tonight.
Wars game coming out next week, y'all.
Yes, there
for
is.
VR, and I'm excited about it. I can't
It
wait.
looks really cool.
What is it?
What is it?
It's the Galaxy's Quest or Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, the Galaxy Edge one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes out next week.
That
Scott
is-
Hey
Yoda.
guys, are we gonna do our Star Wars RPG? Are we gonna do it live? Pizza the Hut.
I'm ready. I'm waiting for you to make your character.
Okay, make our
Let's-
characters,
let's see
guys.
how-
That's
let's
our
see how
goal
this
this week.
goes.
We all have to make our characters.
You have to make a character.
Well, yeah.
You gotta pick what you are and stuff.
I said I'll be a
It's
villain.
It's
Oh, you will
storytelling
definitely be a villain.
RPG is what we're
That's
talking
like
about.
It's
Dungeons
story
and
time.
Dragons, right?
Can we make
Yes.
her? Can we make her
I've never
Padme?
played.
Can she
No.
look
Okay.
Padme?
Okay.
No.
Okay. We're closing this thing out. Love you
Okay.
guys.
Close it.
Thanks for joining us. Next Thursday from now on, 7:30, we will be talking all nerd culture.
Probably still
See you
love
next
Star
week.
Wars.
Yeah,
Love
I
Star
still
Wars.
Star Wars. I mean, we got Mando going on right now.
We got